Busy day on Rocky Top.
Stewart.
And David over here is mumbling to himself about something. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks.
David, you good?
David.
You mean to throw you out, David?
He's angry.
He's muted.
He's pissed. He's gonna start throwing stuff.
All
He's
right.
gone.
Well,
So you guys gonna talk some East Tennessee Meetup?
visit Knoxville.com.
Yeah, the volunteering that's going on right now is just too much for. I can't stay for a full episode. It's just too much Tennessee right here.
There is a lot of volunteering going on. Johnny, you are surrounded by the volunteer state.
Yeah. Shout out visit Knoxville.com, but this may be as East Tennessee Knoxville as it gets right here. Stewart was like, Rocky Top's coming on. I'm wearing my orange shirt for this one, baby.
Somehow I knew Stewart would have something orange on.
Let's go. Let's get this show on the road.
Hold on now, Stewart. Good grief, son.
Come on.
All right. It is 8:01, by the way, Stewart. We're starting on time.
It's actually just 7:59.
Well, we're still on time. Welcome back, everybody, to the Finders Flippers Resell Podcast. Gentlemen, how you doing this evening?
What is up, guys? Episode 72. Brace yourself, guys. I am not here for a long time, but I am here for a good time. I am coming to you from the beach, but I'm going to get back to vacation. But, guys, you have a lot. This was an exciting episode, and I didn't want to miss the whole thing. So, episode 72, I know David Beckham, Breeze Flipper, he's going to fill in for me for the rest of the show, but Sturt, I think we have another special guest coming. We
do. It's another East Tennessee person, just like Wes and myself.
Visit
We have
Knoxville.com.
Ben Dean, better known as the Rocky Top Picker. He's also part of the Reseller Locker Room podcast, and he's a big part of getting the East Tennessee Reseller Meetup that we've talked a little bit about. And that's the main reason we decided to have him on the show, but I'm sure we'll talk about a lot of other stuff. Ben's always fun to listen to. So without further ado, let's bring in the Rocky Top Picker.
Yeah.
How are you, my friend?
What's up, volunteers in Tar Heel?
Oh, man.
Actually, Johnny, you're a Floridian right now. So
Well,
I
yeah.
am.
You're as native as anybody else in Florida, just about. So.
That's right.
So, Ben, how have you been, my friend?
Ben, how you been? Staying busy, brother.
Yes, sir.
As you guys had mentioned, staying to the grindstone, getting this meetup planned up, and it's coming along masterfully. Thanks to the absolute ton of sponsors of resellers coming forward, making their monetary donations to make this event happen, and so that we can keep this event free for everybody to attend. So shout out to all of our sponsors who have contributed to the cause. And yeah, man, it's going to be unlike any other meetup you've ever been to.
Well, I think one of those is Stewart, is it not, Stewart?
Absolutely, Stewart. That's right. Thank you, buddy. He's an anchor sponsor. He came in at $100. And we're going to have Stewart in the locker room next week when we record the episode.
Awesome.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Well, according to Stewart, I've got a twin, a doppelganger running around down there where he's at.
I was at an estate sale the other day, and I'm over here, and then like across the crowded room, I see this guy like with long blonde hair, and he had on a visor and a Tennessee shirt, and I thought, man, that looks like Ben. And then so I messaged him, hey, were you at this estate? So he said no. I'm like, you have a doppelganger.
Well, at least you didn't run over there and go, Ben, man, how are you? And they'd be like, who?
Yeah, it's got me curious, man. Wondering who that is. Yeah, I went down to Knoxville. Well, went West Knoxville. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this company, and it's out towards Oak Ridge, Bargain Brothers.
I don't think so.
It's a pallet liquidation place, and they get Amazon mystery boxes, and they're the big behemoths.
Mm-hmm.
And brand new sealed items for $45. They have anywhere between 15 and 35 items in a box. depending on the size. And the stuff, dude, that they're packing in those boxes. New Ray-Ban sunglasses in boxes. Nintendo Switches.
Oh,
Dang.
wow.
Wow.
It's crazy. I loaded up 6 boxes. That's all I could fit in my short bed truck. And
How big are the boxes, Ben?
well, if I had one in here, let me get a measuring tape. 20, roughly 24 by 36 size box.
I was just trying to think how many I could get in the back of my SUV. Probably only a couple then. So
Here you go, Stewart. Go ahead and get that tape measure out. Start going, well, I could fit.
yeah.
You know? It's all about the tape measure.
All right, guys,
Well,
I'm going to head out. Have a great show. David,
All right,
thank you.
Johnny.
It's good to
See
see
you,
you
man.
guys.
Hey,
I'll see you on
Johnny.
the other side. Yeah.
Put on your sunscreen.
Yeah, I know. I'm already burned. Bye, guys.
See you, John.
Yeah, I will say I'm most looking forward to going to the Moose Lodge. So
Yeah, it's going to be a great time, especially on Friday night. You know, we've got a good friend of mine that's been a DJ for years, and he and I used to work off of each other when I was DJing for a living. If he was booked up, he would send me his bookings and vice versa. But he's going to be running the karaoke that night, and first ever the best resellers beard contest is going to go down Friday night.
Right now.
No, probably not going to make that one.
But there is categories, gentlemen. There are what I call the face hugger beards,
Yeah.
and then like my co-part Alex, you know, the
Yeah.
ZZ Top beards.
Yeah, Alex has got a good one for sure.
Yeah.
So
can
Ben,
you use
in the
props like
karaoke,
colors and stuff?
You get bonus points if you spray paint it orange.
All right, well, I'll keep
Oh,
that in
heavens,
mind.
no.
Ben, the question is, are you going to sing Rocky Top for everybody?
You know it. Yes. And I'm glad you asked that, Wes, because we've got a couple. Actually, it's Michelle and her daughter Lucy that has the Tree Cat cross-listing service we had on our episode last week. Lucy can play banjo. And so I said, well, when you come down from Seattle, and what a commitment that is, by the way.
Yeah.
To come from Seattle to East Tennessee for a meetup. She's bringing the banjo, so I told her, you better learn how to play Rocky Top on that sucker, because you're going to play it and I'm going to sing it.
You're going to do it live and in color then.
That's it, man.
Your own version. I like it. Man,
Hey,
I'm all excited
David.
about
Yeah.
She's going to come from Seattle. I think you can make it from Florida.
Well, you know what? I'd love to come. I just don't know because I'm going to be in Iowa and I've got my daughter's move and it's just crazy times right now. So I would definitely do it if I could. I just got to see what the schedule looks like.
All right.
No, I know. I need to. I missed the Nashville meetup. I hate to miss this one too, but it's just.
Speaking of the Nashville meetup, somebody else didn't make it, Stewart.
Yeah, I had a marriage. I had a wedding that weekend. So,
Whatever.
or well, actually, the next weekend. But.
He gets me going about the Nashville meetup. Oh, Wes, we need to ride together. Let's go on down. Let's go do that. And then he bails on me. And then I met you, Ben, at the Nashville meetup down there in Nashville. That's where I first met you.
It was a blast. So. Nashville was awesome. Ray and everybody that helped him done a fantastic job organizing.
Yeah, that was a great meetup.
How did the East Tennessee Reseller Meetup come about? Was it, how long have you been thinking about this? Is it something that you've been thinking about a while or?
Well, how long is this show? No, it's, I'm going to try to summarize it for you. You know, it's, the Reseller Locker Room YouTube channel is over a year old, and the original guys, I come up with the concept of the locker room, and I want to start a resell podcast. And I just started surfing YouTube and started Instagram. Now, trust me, I'm going to get to the answer to your question, but all this leads up to it. So if I go on Instagram and I see this killer looking dude with the best beard I've ever seen on Instagram. And he was doing some reselling. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to reach out to him and I want to get to know this guy. And of course, that's Alex, the Beard King Picker. So he came aboard. Then, of course, I was friends with Archie, better known as Biscuit Butt. Everybody knows Archie. He's well known in our community. Reached out to him. He jumped on it. And another guy that we had joined, Brandon, and we got rolling. But the personnel, as many podcasts do, they tend to change. You know, just like in sports, the locker room personnel changes from time to time. But before we started going through a lot of personnel changes, Alex, I, and Archie, we developed a real deep friendship because we'd talk on the phone with each other every day. And we had mentioned early on, I think it started episode 6 or 7, we talked about, hey, you know, we all need to get together in person just for a weekend or something and hang out. And then after we got a little bit deeper into the year, I thought, man, it'd be cool if we could have our own meetup. Now, at that time, our podcast channel was in its infancy. I mean, we weren't even at 1,000 subs or anything, or monetized or nothing. And, but we all had thoughts of one day having a meetup if the podcast took off. And so fast forward to now, you know, we go to Nashville and, but before we went to Nashville, we co-sponsored the Planes to Profit. The first year that Corey had his Planes to Profit, we sent money and helped sponsor that. Then we helped sponsor the Picking on the Plateau, the Highway 127 sale. And then we done it again last year with Caleb and Josh. We co-hosted that with them. And so we had experience in helping out, but never just putting one on our own, you know. So after Nashville, I just started missing everybody. And I said, hey, let's just get together like we've been talking about for over a year. And then I just woke up one day and I said, you know what? Let's just kick the tires and light the fires. And let's just try to have a meetup and see what kind of response we get. Now, the goal setting this thing off running was, look, if we can get 20 people to come to this thing, I'll be happy. I'll be fine because all my good friends will be here and we all hang out here at my house and it'll be great. We're approaching about 100 attendees and it's mind blowing. We basically, Mike Camparelli of Metco Meetups, Mary, who helps him, we're all great friends. We've spent a lot of in-person time together at meetups and stuff. We basically had the whole thing planned in about 72 hours. And then we launched all of it on social media, went on various shows like yours. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for having me on here and allowing me to share this information. So yeah, the response was just overwhelming right out of the gate. And not only that, but the sponsorships and money that people have been donating that we're going to put on one heck of an event. I'm telling you, with the giveaways, the contests, the activities we have planned to do. And one of the major differences, we kind of patterned it after the Nashville meetup, but one of the differences here between Nashville and G Vegas is you're not going to have to drive 20 and 30 miles to get to different places. You know, Nashville was so spread out in traffic. You know how it is.
We're going to eat here, but we're going to go to the Ben's way over there across the town.
Over there. Well, you know, where we're having this, for example, where my residence is, the Moose Lodge is 3 miles from my house. 3 of the main hotels we're using are a half a mile down the road from my house. All the restaurants are dotted in between. Of course, the yard sales. We've got Rebel the Reseller. I don't know if you gentlemen have met her. She lives here in Greeneville, where I do, but she's going to be putting together a yard sale map for that weekend. So Saturday, we're going to go out Saturday morning, hit the yard sale trail, meet at Pizza Inn for lunch, and then we're going to go hit the biggest Tri-City flea market up the road, and then come back to the Moose for all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, Stewart, I know that was a long answer, but
no, that was perfect. And I mean, I am so looking forward to this, and I'm actually bringing my wife with me.
Awesome.
And she'll actually be kind of filling in for me on Saturday. It just so happens this is the same weekend as the big spring festival in Clinton. Fall festival in Clinton, where I have one of my antique booths. And it's like our busiest day of the year. So I'm going to drive from Greeneville to Clinton on Saturday morning, work there all day, then be back in time for the thing on Saturday night.
Kind of take us day by day, if you could, the plans that you have. Yeah, through the events. Start off with Friday. And that way, if people are on the fence about coming or whatever they're thinking about doing, kind of give them a run through of what you've got planned.
Sure. Both nights at the Moose, the doors will open at 6 p.m. Of course, all this is on Eastern time. So Friday night, when the doors open, it's just going to be a social time to meet and greet. If you've been to a meetup, you kind of know what the meet and greet consists of. We'll have background music playing. You get to work the room, meet everybody, and we'll be making announcements. We've got some special recognition we want to do for all of our sponsors, both individual sponsors and anchor sponsors. Then we're going to jump in. You can order food there at the Moose, or you can go to a local restaurant that's right nearby and eat before you come. You have that choice to make if you would rather eat at the Moose where everything's going on or eat somewhere else. We got Texas Roadhouse, Panda Express, Applebee's, all your general, Waffle House being my favorite. You got all those places to go and pick from. And we'll provide a list of restaurants while you're in town that you can frequent if you choose to do that. But we'll get rolling with the karaoke. And then periodically we're going to take breaks on Friday night where we're going to be doing some contests. We're going to have a Q&A panel of about 5 resellers to tackle specific subjects. And we're going to open up the floor to all the audience to ask questions on any of the topics that our panelists will be covering. And then back into karaoke. We wanted to make Friday night lighthearted and fun because everybody's coming in from traveling. They're worn out from the week. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to kind of make things lighthearted on Friday night. Saturday night, we get into some meat stuff, as in some nice giveaways, quite a few of them, I might add. Some other games and activities that we're going to have going on. And I don't know if you gentlemen have heard, before, let me go back into specific on Saturday. So Friday night, we can stay till midnight if those that want to choose to do so. One of the things, Wes, that I noticed at Nashville is a lot of people cleared out early. And I didn't understand that. Of course, now I'm a night owl. I work better late at night anyway. Right. But it was kind of surprising that people invest time and money to come to these, but yet they cut out before, everything is done. We want to try to make it as such to where we can retain people longer because, these meetups don't happen that often. Right. You don't get a chance to get around these people that often. But Friday night, we'll end with doing karaoke, very laid back. You can buy beer at the Moose, but if you want to have liquor or wine, you got to bring your own. Give it to the bartenders, and they just charge you a little pouring fee to do that. So that's pretty much Friday night. And, of course, as we get closer, I'll be announcing more details of what we're adding to the timeline as we go. We got some other things we're going to nail down. Saturday morning, we get up. And everybody will have a copy of the yard sale route. And everybody can take off individually to go all to the local yard sales in and around Greeneville here. Then about 12 noon here in Greeneville, we're meeting at the Pizza Inn, which is a buffet style, buffet, salad bar, all that for lunch. After that, we'll get in our cars, head up to Bluntville, up the road a little way to the Tri-City Flea Market. That place is so massive, you couldn't get through it in an entire day and see everything. Wow. So we'll be at the flea market up there.
Let me stop you on one thing, Ben. Sure. You were talking about going to the yard sales early in the morning. Are you going to do what they did in the Nashville thing where they had like a scavenger hunt?
That's a good question, Wes. And that was brought up in our planning committee. And there's just a very, very small handful of us working together on this thing.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. If you've seen everything we're trying to coordinate. Yeah.
I had to ask the question. So
Yeah. Well, it's the bingo cards.
Yeah.
Right.
Works like a bingo. we may still do that. If you would like to play that bingo game, if you went to Nashville, put it down in the comments, and then either Wes or Stewart can let me know if you're in favor of that activity. But yeah, that's already been discussed. It's not booted out, but considered.
It's on the table.
And Ben, hey, Ben, if y'all need any help with anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I mean, I do the reselling full time, so
okay, I need you to
carve some time out during the day to Greeneville if I need
bingo cards.
I'm going to give you Stewart a yellow fluorescent vest, and I need you to park all the cars for me.
I can do it.
And you've just been elected to the bingo card committee.
That's exactly right. You can make the bingo cards.
Yeah,
but
some Chat GPT, you could do that really easy.
Yeah. So Saturday night, fellas, folks that need to go back to their rooms, they can freshen up. We'll reconvene at Moose at 6 p.m. And I don't know if you ever played this game at Christmas, fellas. It's called the White Elephant Gift Exchange game.
Yeah.
We're going to play a game like that, but it's going to have a reseller twist to it. So that's Saturday night. We call it the grab and stab rather than the White Elephant game.
Yeah, that's why we're like a reseller game.
Yeah. But again, we may have a second session of Q&A on some different topics. We're going to try to get at least 10 different topics covered in two Q&A sessions. As you come in Friday night to register, you will be given tickets with a number on it, and you want to retain that through Saturday night, because Saturday night is when we're doing all the big giveaways. We're doing all the contests to win prizes. And we'll have background music playing. And if anybody wants to get up and dance, I'm going to probably be doing a little DJing. It's just going to be
giveaways here. So.
There you go. It's just going to be a relaxed time, and we got a little bit of work stuff mixed in between. But we've got those games and contests, and I know that Nashville had the game show thing there. That was fun seeing that, and I like to think some of the things we're doing is going to be more interactive for everybody that's in the room. And so, it's going to be fun. We're going to be putting out some vintage board games and card games at everybody's table. So if you want to sit and play Hi-Ho Cheerio, if you remember that, just shoots and ladders and Candyland and, be a kid again,
Sorry, and all those games.
That's right.
Being on your grab and stab, you could have people when they're out, sourcing that morning, pick up the White Elephant.
Yes.
And then you could add it in with your games and stuff. So you could fold all on that together.
Yep. Another segment we're doing is pick or pass. We're going to hold up an item and we're going to ask the audience, would you have picked this or would you have passed on it? And we'll take a raise hand vote, and then we'll show a sold comp to see if you made the right decision or not. So that's all going to be whole audience participation stuff. So it's going to be a great time, guys.
Based on my week of sales this week, I probably lose that game.
Maybe you're not picking good now.
I don't know, man. It's been a rough week.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of had a rough dib auction the other night too.
I ended up
Ben and we did a duel where you worked together on the dib auctions, and it was.
It started out pretty brutal. Then we got some sales at the end. So
Speaking of auctions, Wes, I know this is going to break your heart, but I was wrong when I told you I sold one of your albums. I showed one of your albums. He just show you the one I showed here.
John Travolta.
Oh my
Travolta
God.
Fever.
Look at that hair.
Oh my God.
And I thought it had
it opens up. Go ahead and open that up, Stewart. Open it up.
What's it look like on the inside there?
Check it out. It's big.
Oh my God.
That's
it's all John.
So I was wrong. I showed it, but it didn't sell. But
oh man.
So I hope you hadn't already spent that $3 that we were
no, not yet
there. So that's
Stewart, to go back to revise the answer to your question and how we came up with the idea of the meetup. About a month ago or a month and a half ago, we had Kevin Commonwealth Picker as our guest on the locker room. And he had asked me, I told him the weekend that we're having this meetup, before the meetup was in existence, I told him the end of September is our 100th episode in the locker room. He goes, well, you need to do something special for that. And then that's when it really kicked in that we should do a meetup.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, Thursday night, me and the guys will be here in my shop, and we're going to be doing an episode of the Locker Room 100th episode live. And then we may be doing some live broadcasting from the meetup itself, just to show people what they're missing out on.
All right.
So
that's awesome.
Stewart and Johnny and I, we've talked about doing it in Knoxville, having a meetup in Knoxville as well. Kind of tell people, of course, we know where you're at, but kind of tell them where Greeneville is in comparison to where Knoxville is.
Okay. I am about 65 miles northeast of Knoxville. I'm in what they call the Tri-Cities, which is Johnson City's 23 miles from me, Kingsport, Bristol. I'm up in that little point corner of Tennessee there. So yeah, Greeneville's the home of the 17th president, Andrew Johnson. A lot of historical stuff in this town. If you're a history buff, you'll enjoy seeing those sites if you want to do so.
It's funny you mentioned that. I just saw that back in March. I had a game that I was going to do up there, a playoff game, and I had some time to kill, so I actually drove over there and saw his gravesite and everything. It's really neat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he's high up on that hill. I mean, what a view up there.
Oh, I know. It's impressive. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And actually, I might go ahead and let this cat out of the bag on your show, if it's okay.
Go ahead, let it out.
Breaking news here.
Breaking news.
Based on the results, pre-results of this meetup, we do this again next year. We're aiming to have it in Pigeon Forge. That's going to be
nice.
a goal. Yeah. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We did a little mini get together last year with the Consignment Chat ladies and a few other people, and rented a bus and went to some yard sales and thrift shops and stuff. So definitely a fun place with lots to do over there.
Just don't park illegally.
Yeah,
yeah.
You'll get towed quick. You ever seen that? There's a guy on YouTube. I think it's Everywhere Auto, and he's got a big following, Everywhere Auto, and he's from Gatlinburg, and he tows day and night all day long. It's pretty neat. People get really upset, so make sure you park legally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
So,
but that's just a goal to have it in Pigeon Forge. That ain't no final decision, but it would be pretty cool to have it there, because resellers can bring their families with them, and that's what we want them to do anyway. And if you stay at one of their hotels, they have a nice pool and go-karts and all that kind of stuff.
That'd be a great place to do it.
Yeah,
very entertaining for sure.
Mini vacation.
So for anybody who hasn't ever been to a reseller meetup of any sort, Ben, kind of tell people. I mean, despite the fact this one's free, other than your travel, there's no cost at all. Why should people come to a reseller meetup? What's the benefit?
That's a good question. I just filmed a video on that very question today to put on my Rocky Top Picker channel. So I'll go ahead and tell you, the business we're in, guys, is a lonely business. You've probably heard other YouTubers talk about it's lonely. You feel isolated. It's a thankless job because, you sit there and grind out and you list photos. You do, the whole process. And for me, being single, which I like to say that when I go on people's shows because I am available, ladies, if you're single. And if you resell too, that's a plus. But it fights loneliness. It fights the isolation. And if you already have friends, in other words, if you have your favorite YouTubers that you watch on the regular and you chat with them in the chat, or if you're in lives and you talk to them and you've got a relationship started, coming to a meetup and you meet them face to face helps solidify that friendship. Mm-hmm. And it builds lasting connections to individuals that have the same purpose as you do. And so it's the camaraderie of it all. It's the building of friendships. It's just the fun activity that everybody's there to do the same thing, you know? And it's not even competition. That shouldn't even enter your mind. There's enough business out there for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stewart, it's about meeting the people that you've watched on YouTube or maybe not even watched on YouTube. There's a ton of resellers that don't even do YouTube that have never experienced this side of the community.
Yeah.
So even if you're not a YouTube watcher or a creator, you should come and experience what it's like.
Hey, just to kind of add to what you said, Ben, I mean, one of the things I always say about reselling is relationships are so key to being successful, whether it's relationships with, people that you can source from, or whether it's relationships with other resellers. The amount of stuff you can learn at these meetups, just picking people's brains, or, meeting people that you can reach out to later to ask a question. Like you said, it can be a lonely business, and I would not be near as successful as I am if I had not, met all the people that I met at, say, Boss Resell Remix or Campus Perfectly or any of the just smaller reseller get-togethers like this one. It's hard to put I know a lot of people want to quantify everything, and sometimes it's hard to quantify, what's my tangible benefit from this as far as like a payback. And, it goes way beyond that though.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I kind of equate it. If you're a big college football fan, yeah, it's great to sit in your recliner at home and watch the game on a big screen, but there's nothing like being inside Neyland Stadium with 100,000 screaming maniacs. It's a totally different experience.
Bryant Denny Stadium, but yeah, I get it.
Oh no, man! Are you serious,
dude? Yeah, sorry, man. I'm in the world of Tennessee people right now, but I've been an Alabama fan since I was probably old enough to say Roll Tide. My family's from Tuscaloosa. My daughter just graduated from Alabama, so.
Well, that's good for her. Bless your heart.
Yeah, good for her. But I know it's a rivalry, and listen, we love to hate Tennessee.
Well, the feelings are mutual, my friend.
I root for Tennessee when they're playing anybody but Alabama. I love Tennessee. I like it, except for this year. I don't like what they did with this quarterback thing. Was a whole big deal, but that was crazy quarterback deal. But anyway, no, Tennessee's had our number past few years, so it's all right. It'll be a good year this year. We'll see what happens, but no, yeah. I'm still friends with you guys, though.
It's funny. It's funny, Ben. I've got 4 kids, and we all grew up. They all grew up in the shadow of UT. So when it came time to go to school, I could not get one of them to go to UT. I had my oldest daughter went to college Charleston.
Oh my God.
My second daughter went to Ole Miss, and my youngest 2 both went to Alabama. And I will say, Alabama's very generous with scholarships. I couldn't bring myself to be an Alabama fan, but I could definitely take money from them. So
I'll tell you what, my daughter.
But then my son, he got his master's at UT, and he bought me this UT Dad T-shirt. He goes, "You've been waiting a long time for this, Dad." So,
oh man, that's awesome!
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And Ben, one thing I was thinking, and Stewart was talking about relationships when I got there on Saturday at the Nashville meetup and the luncheon that we had.
Yeah.
And it's like I had a room full of friends. I mean, people I'd never met before. And it's like I've known them forever because we've talked to them on our podcast. And some people I've seen, I've never talked to them and just walk right up to them and very personable. It's like a whole room full of friends. So if you do get to come to your meetup, everybody just take the time to go around the room, meet everybody and get some photo ops with people. And I'm sure everybody's willing to do that. Because I got several photos with several people, several pictures.
Yeah, that's another good point, Wes. Is the meetups that I've been to, they do have the meet and greet. There should be a lot more time focused on that part. Like with Nashville, they had like 200 people there. Mm-hmm. It was hard to get around and meet every single person that was there because you just don't want to come up to an individual. Hey, I'm Ben Rocky Top. What's your name? Well, good to meet you. And then move to the next one. Right. You got to have a little back and forth banner going. And it was hard for me to meet. I didn't get a chance to meet everybody in Nashville, and I was disappointed with that because of time constraints and then the number of people there, of course. But this event here, being in one room together and everything kind of concentrated in one area, we want to give plenty of time for everybody to circulate with everybody.
Well, and I didn't even get the chance to speak with you because I wanted to while we were eating, but you were busy, I was busy, and then I saw you over at the bins, and you were kind of off to yourself, and I thought, now's the time to go say hello.
Yeah.
And that's when I met you, but there's a lot of chances. Yeah,
that Ben's dude was friggin' crazy.
It's crazy. You were trying to standing back, taking it all in. I was too. I was like, woo. That's when I decided to go talk with you. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a great thing what you're doing, and having opportunities for people to really sit down with people or talk and have a conversation with some people that they've seen on YouTube or haven't seen, and people that are not on YouTube. But that's going to be a great aspect of what you're trying to do with your meetup.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody will enjoy it. And like I said, it's going to be a little bit more laid back. You won't certainly have to drive blooming everywhere. I mean, everything, like I said, is in close proximity. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Nashville can't help that it's huge. I'm just saying we're a small town, so you don't have to worry about so much in the car time. So, yeah,
do people have to register with you?
Good question. Yes, you can go to the Resellers Locker Room Facebook group page. You search for it in groups, and you can join the group there, and there'll be an event tab you click on. There'll be a registration links there for you to just sign yourself up. And then if you'd like to become a sponsor, either at the $20 level or the anchor sponsor at $100 level, there'll be a sponsorship link you can click as well. That's where we do all the actual hard updating of what's going on with the event. You'll find the list of hotels there. You'll eventually be able to get the yard sale map when it's made on the Facebook group page. So all of it's concentrated and updated there on our group page on Facebook.
Yeah, and we'll put a link in the show notes to the Facebook group so everybody can just click on that so you don't have to memorize that. So,
yeah. And then as the Locker Room podcast carries on forward all the way up till the event day, we'll be announcing and rolling out new announcements, new information about the meetup every week on our podcast show, and everybody stays up to date that way as well.
So one important question, Ben, you mentioned you're a big Waffle House fan. So how do you take your hash browns?
Great question, man. Scattered, smothered, and covered.
Smothered in onions, covered in cheese, chunked with ham, peppered with jalapenos.
Wow.
Let's see, there's diced with some
no jalapenos.
There's diced, chunked.
Oh, come on, Wes.
Yeah.
Chili-fied, because you can get chili on it.
Yeah, no. There's a whole thing about chili. So listen, I love Waffle House, but stay away from the chili.
That's Bert's chili, I think, isn't it?
No, there's a whole thing about that. That's a clean out stuff. Trust me.
You're gonna be driving straight home after you eat it.
No, yeah, there's a story about that one. I'll tell you someday offline.
Well, let me tell you this quick story about the Waffle House. When we went to Nashville. My co-host Jefferson, he and I shared a hotel room together, and right beside of us literally was a Waffle House. So I think Friday night after the meet and greet, we told some people to meet us at this Waffle House next to our hotel, and it was Mary and her son and several others, and there wasn't anybody in the Waffle House. So we go in there, we sit down, take up 2 booths, we order food, and the staff breaks out singing Backstreet Boys songs in unison.
Oh my
and
God.
They sounded great. I'm like, great day. I get free entertainment at this Waffle House.
Well, you were
but anyway,
Nashville. I mean, it's all about singing in Nashville,
well,
right?
That's true.
Probably all starving singers, to be honest with you.
but Dave, David, you talked about stay away from the chili. Well, I've always learned to stay away from the steaks.
Yeah.
Well, Mary's son orders a steak.
Oh my!
And I didn't forewarn him. I'm like, dude, if you want to roll that dice, you go right ahead. And he did. We got done eating the meal, and he goes, "You know what, guys? And I should have put this on camera. That's the best steak I've ever had in my life."
Really? What? It's like that big. It's like that big, and it's usually It's like, oh man, no.
Does he get out much?
I'm like, Joe, bro, I know you're from Ohio and you're a Buckeye, but my gosh.
He needs to get out more.
Yeah. Yeah, that was,
oh my gosh.
we all just hee-hawed after that.
That's hilarious.
Speaking of songs at the Waffle House, I know all the jukeboxes used to have the Waffle House. So they had about 4 different Waffle House songs. So, you know, there might have been a little alcohol involved in this, but we would, I don't know what that was. We would go there after a party or whatever, and you'd queue up those Waffle House songs to just play and play and play. And the staff would hate you after that. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. We got one here that does the same thing. I don't never use it, though.
did you see now, you know, you can electronically do that from your phone. Did you see when Tennessee played Ohio State, they were like doing Rocky Top at every Waffle House, like
Oh god.
just over and over and over again.
Yeah. We came up short on that one.
Yeah.
That's the one I really wanted you to win. I was like, oh, I hate Ohio State. So yeah,
No offense to Ohio viewers and resellers.
not at all.
Yeah.
But I don't like their team. So
That is one thing. Most people in America are unified.
yeah, I don't think
They
there's
don't
anybody that
Ohio
doesn't like.
State, so,
Either
yeah,
like
no
them or you
offense.
don't. And there's probably more people that don't. So let's be honest.
So Ben, let's quickly talk about your episode that you're on your podcast. Where are you kind of taking your podcast to as far as guests or things you talk about on your show? I'm just kind of shifting that way for a minute about your show.
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, when I started out my channel, Rocky Top Picker channel, I started it before I started the podcast channel. And I did a lot of Rocky Top lives where I would bring in a guest reseller. It may have been a small channel, you know, talking not even 100 subscribers, and brought him on to introduce him to the community. Well, we kind of mixed it to do the same thing in the locker room, where we kind of shine the spotlight on everybody else. I believe in edifying others, because it's not about me. It's not about anything I've done. It's about what others are doing, what their goals are, what they're accomplishing with their business, what successes are they having. I'm just trying to bring them to the avenue of getting the information out to the masses. That's what, to me, it's about, is sharing with the community, building the community. And we've had our fair share of high-profile guests. Craigslist Hunter, you know, we've had ADH Dave, which we all know. And that was a hard show to get through, by the way, with Dave. Have you ever done one with Dave?
I had him on my Slim Flippers channel once. Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, we were playing tug of war on who was controlling the show there for a while.
Yeah,
It's like I'm running this podcast.
Yeah. But you know, we've had Rachel Strickland on, and the Cha-Ching King, and some really, really successful resellers, not only in the reselling community, but into the YouTube niche as well. And we're focusing on just bringing a myriad of different guests from week to week, and featuring who they are, what they're about, what they do, get their perspectives on the business. Where do they feel like reselling is going in the future? You know, opinions of, do you like to resell live? Do the live platforms? Do you want to stick with static sales on eBay, Posh, and all that? So there's different avenues, and there's more than one way to make money, obviously. So we want to find out the minds of other resellers, and that's what we try to spotlight in the locker room. I do some local selling on Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I've done eBay when eBay was less than 1,000 items, and it was only an auction site, and I had dial-up internet.
Auction
Money
web.
orders.
Yeah, that's
You get
when I started.
Money orders.
Money orders.
Money orders.
That's when
I remember when PayPal rolled out. That
Yep.
was mind blowing. I'm like,
Yep.
holy cow!
That's back
Yeah.
when pictures were optional. It was mainly
I was-
decided
No,
description.
yeah, I was on auction web. That's what it used to be, and that's where I actually started. And then auction web switched over to eBay. So I'm now 97. So my account shows October 97.
Yeah,
I've been on there for a while. You and I are both old timers.
yeah. So, but I've gotten lately where all my good friends are doing a lot of live selling, and I'm going to be shifting that direction a lot more. You know, eBay has had its ups and downs, and at some point you're ready to get off that roller coaster because it's made you puke enough times.
Yeah.
And so,
What platform
Even
are you
though-
going to pick?
well, I'm on several so that I don't hurt anybody's feelings.
Well, you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm just curious about live platforms because I know where I'm at. But
Did Threads, First Class Treasures, all on District. Do some Whatnot.
Good.
Okay. Just a mixture, mixing it up, and
awesome.
Well, Stewart's doing one on Whatnot just about every Friday, and then of course David, he's doing a lot of selling over there too. I know you're going to have Stewart on your show, like you said, next week, but Ben, I think David here would also be a good person to have on your show because he's into comics and things like that. I don't know if you've ever had a lot of comic people.
I would have to make serious concessions of having an Alabama fan on this show.
Listen, I'm a good Alabama fan. I'll trust you. Trust me. I'm a good Alabama fan. I'm not one of the stereotypical ones that just, I'm not that guy. So listen,
David, hey brother, I'm messing with you, man. We'd love to have you on.
But I got to tell you, I lived in Tennessee. I lived in Murfreesboro and Smyrna for a good part of my young life. So it's a little ties to Tennessee, but I just can't root for him. But I do love the state. I love Tennessee. How beautiful it is. Absolutely beautiful.
Well,
wouldn't mind living there, but I would never be a Tennessee fan.
Gosh, that's hard. That's hard to swallow.
It's hard. I can't wear that color. What's that? What's from? That's just not my color wheel, man. Look, I'm a black, red. I can do that.
But going back to touch back up, Wes, what you asked me were the direction of the podcast. Right now, we're zeroing in on having all of our anchor sponsors to our meetup on the show to give them spotlight for an hour. And we got quite a few we've still got to get to between now and the actual meetup date. But after that, we'll have opens. David, have you on.
Love it.
Wes, have you on. Any of you guys want to come to the locker room after we get through this event? We'd love to have you fellas.
Yeah, I'd love to come on. Be great.
So do you do a lot of or do you already do a lot of live selling, Ben? Or you
because I'm lazy.
It's understandable. It's hard to do. Man, it's hard.
It is a lot of work. I used to do, when I first started doing live selling, I was like all gung-ho, and I was going live multiple times a week. And of course, that was when I've been on Whatnot for pushing 5 years now, I guess. I mean, a long time. And the platform's changed so much as far as just like when I got accepted, you literally had to submit a video application and prove you had enough inventory to sell for like a year or something like that. Now I think you just fill out the application, you're automatically on. And I will say Whatnot, I mean, not just Whatnot, live selling in general is probably the worst place to start selling if you've never sold anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the amount of volume you can sell and have to package up and all that, if you've never done it anywhere else, it's really tough. And so, now I do shows pretty much every other week because it takes so much time to get ready for a show. So it was taking too much time away from my other stuff I do.
Yeah.
Well, let me backtrack on that response. I'm not lazy. It's just I've got so many irons in the fire right now. I don't want to take the time to dedicate right now. That's something I'm going to pick up in the fall.
Yeah.
Because it's sourcing season, as you fellas know, in Tennessee. So I'm constantly out building inventory, and I don't want to take the time to build up a show, and do a live with it. So I'm going to pick that up in the fall and winter.
So that's what's so crazy.
Irons in the fire is just called diversification. Yeah. You never want to put all your irons or your eggs in one basket. So
you guys are in the heat of your sourcing season in Tennessee because it's nice up there right now. People haven't grown up. Tennessee is great, but Florida, it is dead right now. It is so flipping hot down here that, people just aren't having sales. I was out 5 hours on Saturday. And I picked up maybe 6 things. And I mean, it's just like, it's not even worth going out. So, but now spring and fall and wintertime, I can start sourcing from probably September all the way through March constantly. Right. But man, it just gets like ridiculous here. Well, April even. So by May, June and July and August it's nothing, but so it's been rough. So I don't know. That's why I'm thinking I wouldn't mind going somewhere just to kind of do some sourcing to get away because I need some.
Well, Ben's trying to get you to come up to Greeneville.
I'm looking at my calendar, guys. I'm looking at my calendar, trying to figure it out. It's right in between 2 trips, but I don't know. We're going to see what we can do.
Hey, man, it's the 26th and 27th
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, September. Oh, and to finish on Sunday, we're going to meet down at the Pigeon Forge exit off of 81, and we're going to have lunch at 12 o'clock at Buc-ee's. And then we're going to hit all the flea markets right there in the Pigeon Forge interstate area
Oh man.
on Sunday.
Yeah, I used to have a booth there. I used to have a booth at 407 there.
Did you?
Yeah, it's been a long time ago. I quickly discovered that flea market booths are for the birds because you got to be there. You know,
You gotta sell.
I like I have 3 antique booths, but you don't have to be there. So that's, it's a lot more
So
passive.
Ben, quickly, I'm going to say you're not diversified in the fact that like you're just now talking about whatnot and all that kind of stuff, but you don't have a booth like Stewart does. Will you have a booth?
No.
They're a lot of work.
That's a big no, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too much that's too much I don't want to keep up with.
No, I feel that pain. Trust me.
No, man, I've been blessed. I've been blessed to make a living from eBay despite its ups and downs and problems and shipping costs being raised 3 times a year. And it's kind of getting to where shipping for a lot of items is going to cost more than the actual item that you're purchasing. And that gets ridiculous. But you know what? Here's facts of life, gentlemen. We can't do anything about it. So why complain? It ain't going to change.
True statement.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing with being a reseller. You got to be flexible. You got to roll with the punches because the only constant's something's going to change tomorrow.
That's exactly right.
That's
exactly right. Yes, for sure. Yeah, these new prices are going to be killer. Well, you won't be shipping much priority, I guess. That's really what it boils down to. 45 to 50% increase on priority mail.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to drive people to Ground Advantage. I know Ground Advantage is going up some, but it's
3-4%.
Specific zones and stuff too.
Yeah.
Now, I've got
one down.
question for you guys. How old are you all?
I'm probably the oldest one here.
We're going to let you guess.
No.
Go ahead.
David, how old are you?
You can either guess our age or our weight, right?
No, don't guess my weight. I'm 59.
Really?
Yeah, 59.
Okay, Stewart,
58.
Wes.
I'm exactly 3 years younger than David to the day because we were both born on May the 8th. I'm 56.
That's right. Yeah.
I think this is the first show I've been on where I'm actually the youngest instead of the oldest.
Really? How old are you?
52.
Okay.
52.
Yeah. It's a good thing Johnny's not here because then you wouldn't be.
Because then we'd all feel like, he's such a kid.
Yeah, hey, we had Johnny in the locker room last year too. Yeah.
Oh, Johnny.
We're his reseller dads. So
Yeah, Wes and I are kind of father figures to Johnny.
Father figure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's a great guy. He's a great
like that
guy.
crazy uncle that comes on every once in a while.
Again, one last question, and we'll let you go.
Sure.
I'm kind of curious about if you had one thing to pick as your niche that you sell, what would it be if you have one? Or are you just kind of anything and everything?
Well, I am an everything, Obviously, anybody that's an everything seller, they zero in on stuff where they can 5-10 times their money, just like everybody else. I like collectibles.
Yeah, one thing though, what would it be? What would it be? What would you pick?
Gosh, that's a tough question, man.
You're welcome.
Never had anybody ask me that before, actually.
What do you get the most joy out of when you list it?
There you go. The most joy.
He gets joy out of everything.
Folks,
Yeah, anything that makes me good money, fellas. I mean, how else can I answer that?
Whatever gets 100% profit, I'm always excited about.
Listen, if I can buy a pack of 30 Depends diapers for $1 and get $30 for them, man, I am like, yeah.
Real seller right there. That's exactly right.
I'm sorry I'm not more philosophical with my answer, but it's just not there.
Ben, I watched one of your videos. It was a while back, way back. I remember you having I swear you had 15 bins of golf head covers.
Okay, that's it, Wes. That may be. I love Golf Head Club
I
covers.
just
Yeah.
remember just like a ton of them. I was like, where the heck do you get all those?
It's no
Thanks,
summer pulling. It's great, isn't it?
David saved me on that question. Thanks, bro. I bought those. This was a dude on Facebook Marketplace. He sells golf clubs out of his garage. I saw the ad. He had almost 500 of these covers for sale. And I went up there, and he just had them in tubs, man. I ain't never seen so many in my life. And I can't remember what I even paid for them. I do know that I had less than 70 cents in each cover, and they were Scotty Camerons in there, club cover and putter covers. I mean, nice ones.
Yeah.
And dude, that thing.
Did you do good on them?
Oh, I've made close to $7,000 off of all those.
There you go.
Wow.
That's
And
awesome.
I still have some that I'm still selling.
Yeah. See, they're constantly selling. That's
There
awesome.
you go. There you go. Give away at your meetup. Give a few of those away.
True. That's true. Yeah, I made my money back in 2 or 3 days after listing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's nice when you can hit those kind of things. So before we let you go, anything else other than your podcast, the meetup coming up, anything else you want to plug? Any other social media or anything that you're active on? Or
Well, I would say I've been active on my Rocky Top Picker channel, but I hadn't uploaded a video since last August. But I'm working on one that I filmed today that's going to go up this week, where I am doing the reveal of the Amazon mystery boxes that I purchased, the contents.
Oh, I got to watch that. I got to see what you
And so, you can catch me on the Rocky Top Picker channel, Reseller Locker Room channel, all on YouTube. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. And come to the meetup, because I'd love to break bread and hang out with you fellas, and everybody else watching. Come and see us. It's free.
we need to get together one weekend and go do some yard selling together, Ben. Because
You got it, buddy.
Close enough, you know?
Yeah,
We're close
absolutely.
enough. Well, Ben,
All
thank you
right.
so much for your time tonight, my friend. We
Absolutely.
really appreciate it. And we
Wish you guys the best here for your show. It's a great show. I watch it. I watch all my YouTube on TV. That's why I don't ever leave comments, but I do watch. So I'm a big fan.
Ben, we appreciate you coming, my friend.
Absolutely.
Look forward to seeing Stewart on there.
Yeah, we'll be watching that.
Tuesday night, right? I think so. I got my date
Tuesday
correct.
night, 8:00 Eastern, man. We're going to get you in there and grill you to death. No, I'm just kidding.
This will be fun.
Hey, I can handle it.
I need to pick Stewart's brain too. So,
All right. I'm going to
Ben,
roll,
appreciate
boys. I got packing to do, so I'll catch you
nice
on
meeting
the
you,
flip
man.
side.
Nice meeting you, man.
I will see you, man. Thank you.
See you. Go.
See you. Had to get that in at the end, didn't he? Had to get it in at the end.
So,
One time. Dang it. Missed it.
Now, speaking of packing, today I've got 25 boxes going out. It's like I started at like 1 o'clock once we went to church, then went to see my mother-in-law at the nursing home and got home, and I just finished packing like right before this started.
Man, I had 3 hours of packing yesterday for my auctions last week, so it was a lot. And the threads auction only took 30 minutes, but it was a lot of hats. I sold a bunch of hats in that auction, Wes. I don't know if you know how many I sold.
When today?
No, on Friday, that auction we had, I sold a bunch of hats. I sold an entire bin of hats. It was one buyer, but I sold them all. I made pretty good. I actually did okay. There were a few up bids on them, so I didn't do too bad. I made some money on them. So, and I shipped you a box of hats today.
Yeah, I've got a package coming to you as well.
No hurry on it, man. But I got yours coming at you. So you got. Listen, man, you're going to be Pittsburgh up.
Pittsburgh up.
Have we had you on, David, since you got Slugger?
No, I haven't.
Where is Slugger?
No, I think it's Slugger.
I thought you'd
We
be
haven't even mentioned
Center.
Slugger yet.
I got the hat.
Oh, yeah. He got
Oh, yeah,
he won the hat.
I won the hat,
Who
not
got
Slugger. If I was Slugger, he'd be behind me, but I got the hat.
Yeah, who got Slugger? I forgot who
I
won.
don't remember who
it now.
got Slugger, but I got the hat.
Oh,
so
sure.
there you go.
Look at that.
See?
I shipped it out, but
I forgot I was supposed to wear it, but it's sitting in a prominent.
Dave, you need to sign it as well since you're an adjunct.
I'm just a part timer. I'm just a part timer. But no, I tell you guys, it's been a crazy week. I had a pretty good sales week, but Nothing like I made a mistake. You want to see my mistake?
Sure.
This is a Rawlings glove, not a Mizuno, just so we're clear. Apparently, I listed it as a Mizuno. I have no idea. I think I had a Mizuno, and I must have confused them. I don't make many mistakes, but I did this one. It's a brand new glove. So I realized that I was doing my video tonight. I was like, yeah, I sold this Mizuno Rawlings.
Not Mizuno.
I'm like, not a Mizuno. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to have to email. I emailed them and, messaged them and said, hey, I'm sorry, this is the wrong glove. But I hope you saw the pictures. And she goes, didn't look at the pictures. I already got that one. So you can go ahead and cancel it. I'm like, okay. So anyway, it was nice, but it happens. I don't make many mistakes, but when I do them good.
Well, by the way, Wes, my book I talked about last week, the Civil War book that I started at 99 cents. It's up to $26 with 12 watchers. Still has I think it ends about this time tomorrow night. So
that's awesome.
Open for a lot of last second bids. So
nice.
I got to start putting more auctions up. I think, so I'm looking at that. There's a lot of people that do really well. It brings more people to your pages and stuff, I think.
Yeah, do you start them all at 99 cents, Stewart?
If I do, so I do very few auctions, David. I mean, the only time I ever do an auction, and it'd be like with this book. So this book's from 1866. It's a Civil War book written from the perspective of the Confederates. And it's in really bad condition. I mean, the back part of it has water damage. The cover's about to come off. So it's one of those, I really don't know how to put a buy it now value on it. I don't want to shortchange myself, but I mean, I got it at the thrift shop, so I don't have a lot in it.
Right.
So I can kind of take a risk. So anytime I do auctions, it's always for that kind of thing where I think it might go for a lot, but I don't want to put too low on it, buy it now. So I always start them at 99 cents when I do that. And the best one I had is I got a Phantom of the Opera first edition. And I was finding comps that were anywhere between, the comps were all over the place. That's another issue. They were $100 to $500.
Right.
And so I put it on eBay starting at 99 cents and it ended up going for almost $400.
Wow.
So,
yeah. I don't think everything works for an auction, but I kind of think now I'm looking at some of my comics and some of the things that I have, and I'm thinking I may start running some auctions, take that chance, because I know there's some of them that have I can look at some of my listings. Well, I think if you look at some of your listings and you've got as for instance, I told Wes about the Pokemon buy I made. I made this huge Pokemon buy for plush. I already made $159 off of one plush. Then I made 60 off another plush. And today I made another 50 off of two plush. So there's some plush that just as soon as they went up, the views went there was 50 to 100 views on just one day. That's the kind of stuff I think you have to put on an auction. I think is because it's already one plush went up, had 60 views in 2 days and 14 followers. So, or 14, followers, I guess. Or anyway, so when you start having something like that, I think if you put it on auction, you're probably going to get some action but if I could get people that's what I'm thinking, is getting people to the page and actually getting to your store. So maybe it'll help. I don't know, but those are the things I think you have to do. But
they're fun too to do. There's nothing more fun than that last 10 seconds of an auction when it goes from 100 to 300 in that period of time where somebody's got a max bid in there, and
exactly.
So I do very few. I probably do less than one auction a month. But it's.
I'm probably going to start doing a one a week or so just to kind of keep something there. But I don't know. It's just something I'm trying to think of to try to help build up a little bit,
Hey, before we get off here, Wes, we need to say thanks to everyone. We got a ton of new subscribers this week. I think we were at about 345 last week, and we're up to almost 360 this week. So awesome. We've gained 15 new subscribers. Our last video was one of our most watched in a long time. So just a big thank you, and a lot of new viewers on that one. So appreciate everybody who here for the first time. Appreciate everybody who's been watching us since the beginning. We're 72 in. We plan to be here for 72 more. And
well, another big announcement too, Stewart, just this week. Of course, we're on YouTube. We are on Spotify. I'm not sure if people knew that. We're on Spotify, but we're on Apple now, and we're also on iHeartRadio. with our podcast. So
Good job.
come and find us wherever we are.
Yeah, and just a quick note on those. We appreciate everybody watching on any of those platforms, but even if you're watching on those, Spotify, iTunes, any of those other ones, make sure you come over here and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We post a lot of shorts over here and things of that nature that don't get pushed out to the other platforms. So if you want the full Finders Flippers experience, you need to make sure you're watching us, or at least subscribed on YouTube, so you can keep up with the stuff other than just the podcast episodes.
And you get to see
and
our
we each
handsome
have our
faces.
own other channels. I mean, David's got his. David, you've got your channel, Breeze Flippers. Everybody
Breeze
go over
Flippers,
there.
yeah. So last
Check
week's
out
video
him.
did really good. So yeah, it's been fun. This week's video is not going to do good because I was really tired today. Just really tired.
And you
make
had a
sure you guys
realization of
subscribe to the
the
Breeze Flippers and subscribe to the Slim Flippers and subscribe to my Franklin Hill Ventures too. That's one thing this podcast has done, Wes, is it's inspired me to. I mean, I haven't done any long form videos, but I've been doing some shorts to my channel. More like sourcing type shorts.
You guys do a lot of shorts.
There, so.
I get notifications constantly. So I love it. I was like, oh, what do they got? What are you going? So
I actually put one up today. I don't know if you all have seen that one yet.
I saw it already, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that is an actual toy. I had a private pick today, Stewart. You'll be proud of me. No, I didn't get that. This is just the guy. It's his keepsake. But somehow he knew Mark Hamill. He got to know Mark Hamill, and Mark Hamill actually gave him that.
Yeah.
And so
that little one there, that's a really expensive little R2D2 too. So
yes,
it sells well.
Extremely expensive, but he let me make a quick video of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, it was really neat to see. But yeah, I did my first private pick ever, and I was thinking about you, Stewart. I was like, he'd be proud of me. We're actually going to do some consigning for the person, and trying to get into a little bit of that as well. So diversification is all over the place, gentlemen. We're reaching out in different avenues. And again, like Stewart said, please subscribe here first and then catch us on all those other ones. And we can't forget Johnny. He's at Frizzy's Fine, so find him over there as well.
And they're growing like crazy over there. So but then he's got Frizzy. So, I mean,
But again, we appreciate everybody tuning in and coming in to us. It keeps us going. And hopefully you'll learn with us as we learn the reselling game and keep moving on down the road. Gentlemen, it's been a great evening with you all. And again, we want to thank Ben, the Rocky Top Picker.
And make sure you check out his podcast. He's a member of the Reseller Locker Room podcast. Great podcast. As he mentioned, they have tons of great guests. And I mean, they're fun to watch too. It's just a fun, funny group of guys. So
yeah, they're a good group.
Well, David, Stewart, I hope you guys have a great week of reselling. And that is it for episode 72.
We need to thank David for filling in for Johnny. So,
Anytime, guys. Always love it, and always love filling in for Johnny. I know he's out just living the life, but
so back in Florida for the second time.
He's in my hometown somewhere. I don't know. He's probably down here somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah, but David, thank you again. You're always willing to jump in and fill that spot for us. So
love coming in here, guys. Love talking to you.
Well, gentlemen, have a great week.
All right.
You too.